Thousands of families evacuate across the Visayas regions as Typhoon Odette, international name Rai, rampaged through the central part of the Philippines Thursday evening, December 16. Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia declares a state of calamity in the province Friday, December 17. Garcia signs an executive order to give local government executives guidance on relief and rehabilitation efforts. There was no clear number of casualties because of the breakdown of communication structures. The Disaster Risk Reduction Management body says most southern Cebu towns remain inaccessible as trees, posts, and even houses made of light materials are strewn across streets. Most of the province remains without electricity. Cebu City Mayor Michael Lopez Rama meantime could not give details of damage to property, saying clearing operations are still underway. Reports say the typhoon leaves at least 4 persons dead as of Friday, December 17. Negros Occidental Governor Bong Lacson says he expects the most damage from Cabancalan City in the province's southern part. Follow Rappler for more updates. The Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines, or FOCAP, condemns the verbal attack of notorious lawyer Larry Gadon against journalist Raissa Robles. The journalists call it the latest display of belligerent impunity that members of the Philippine press face in line with their work. FOCAP urges the Supreme Court and the Integrated Bar of the Philippines in a statement Friday, December 17, to discipline its wayward member for his boorishness and clearly unbecoming conduct. In an expletive-laden video, Gadon resorted to obscenities in criticizing Robles, who tweeted about presidential aspirant Bongbong Marcos's tax conviction. Gadon, who repeatedly made himself known as a staunch supporter of the Marcos clan, made vitriolic statements against Robles, going as far as to suggest bestiality. Gadon exhibited similar behavior in the past. In 2019, the Supreme Court suspended Gadon for violation of Rule 8.01, Canon 8, of the Code of Professional Responsibility. At the time, the SC also issued Gadon a stern warning, adding that a repetition shall be dealt with more severely.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests, while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
The poverty incidence in the Philippines during the pandemic rises to 23.7% in the first semester of 2021, equivalent to 26.1 million Filipinos. This means 3.9 million more Filipinos are living in poverty amid the ravages of COVID-19. This is based on the official poverty statistics of the Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSA. The latest figures are higher than what were recorded in 2018, when the poverty incidence was 21.1%. At the family level, poverty incidence stands at 18%, equivalent to 4.74 million families, higher than the 16.2% recorded 3 years ago. A family of 5 now needs at least 12,082 pesos to meet the most basic food and non-food needs. Meanwhile, the proportion of Filipino families whose incomes were less than the food threshold, or 8,393 pesos, stood at 7.1%. 1 in 10 Filipinos were considered food poor in the first semester of 2021. 5 children are killed and several more are badly injured in a school in Australia after strong winds lifted an inflated jumping castle into the air Thursday, December 16. This caused the children to fall 10 meters or 33 feet. Another 3 children remain in the hospital. There was no immediate explanation for how the jumping castle became airborne. The children, aged 10 or 11, were celebrating their last day of primary school. The accident ranks among Australia's deadliest involving an amusement ride and brings on a wave of disbelief and mourning. Meantime, the New York Times reports other incidents involving inflatable jumping castles. In 2019, 2 children were killed and 20 others injured in Henan province in China. 1 child was killed in Britain in 2018. In 2016, a bouncy castle blew away and killed a 7-year-old girl in Essex, England. The coronation night for Miss World 2021 in Puerto Rico is postponed early morning Friday, December 17, Manila time, due to cases of COVID-19 among contestants and staff. The pageant was originally scheduled the same day. The announcement says contestants and staff have since been placed under quarantine at the instruction of medical experts. Miss World Philippines National Director Arnold Vegafria meantime assures pageant fans Philippine vet Tracy Maureen Perez tested negative for the virus. The organization says coronation night will be rescheduled within the next 90 days.